I just say if you're interested in this, don't listen to the chuds because they're full of it. And we'll definitely have some chud commentary on the next movie we're going to talk about as well. Because holy shit, it's obnoxious. But yeah, they got gaslight this shit. I swear to God. Yeah. I mean, usually when they're panning stuff, sometimes it's like it'll be something like freaking Brave New World, where it's like they're panning it, and for me, it's like I thought it was fine. It was underwhelming. It was fine, but I'm not like, oh yeah, that was great or anything. It's just like okay, they're panning it, but it's okay. But then Thunderbolts came out and they panned that too, and I was like, okay, that's actually really good. And then this is solid, and they pan this. And anything you want to add about Ironheart?
No. Let's talk about some chuds panning some shit.
Yeah, and then they panned this one too. And I will have some controversial takes on this.
Well,
but
they were panning it before even the trailer came out. Well,
yeah.
Even when the stills came out, they go, "What the hell? Why is soup so colorful?" And it's just, well, genius. There's this point in time called the golden age of the comic books.
This is Silver Age. It's like Jesus Christ. Superman's supposed to be colorful, and
thus followed by the silver, thus the birth of Superman. Like,
it's one of those things where it's like, listen, that's how you know the difference between a fucking Snyder fan and a fucking Superman fan. Because it's like when you're complaining about being too bright, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, bro.
I saw one where it showed cut comparisons of both of them getting angry, and it's like, yeah, what seemed logical about that one is your bro dude there looked like he was not sure on how to handle himself. Meanwhile, my guy was calm, cool, and collective, and he still executed his plan. Actually, a shot here. Well, I'll save it for when we're to the end because it happened closer to the end of the movie, and it was one of my favorite moments of the movie.
So listen, I'll go ahead and say my controversial take, but it comes with a massive caveat. Massive caveat. Because I'll be honest, I left the theater a little disappointed in this. But I thought it was a very good movie. It just wasn't quite what I expected. And that's what the caveat is. I'm excited to watch it again, knowing what it is and knowing what to expect from this. Because I do think upon rewatch, this thing's going to grow on me. So even though I was a little disappointed, I would say take that with a grain of salt because I did think this was very, very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
There were minor aspects I was a little disappointed with.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a lot that I really appreciated and loved.
Yeah.
And those kind of outweighed the things, and really all of them were just me thinking hypothetically, no, if I was Superman, here's what I would have done.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Like,
yeah.
But okay, well, we'll get when he first confronts Luthor about crypto, right?
Yeah, crypto. Yes.
No. What I would have done is I would have grabbed him by the throat and thrown out and started flying up into the sky.
Yeah.
Told him, air's getting thin. Where's the dog?
Yeah.
That's how.
Listen, I'm not willing to kill people for a whole lot of things.
I'm going to hurt you.
Yeah.
But I don't care about you. Mm-hmm. Like that'd be me if I were Superman.
Yeah. Though, no, you don't fuck with a dude's pets.
And you don't fuck with crypto because crypto's a good dog.
Yes. Yeah. So
that's my only complaint.
I guess
I knew that I heard an interview with James before, and this interview has to do with how I'm going to start talking about it. How he said how he feels if he wants to. It was something about Batman, and he did they asked him about Matt Reeves' Batman. He's like, oh, nothing's wrong with that. That's good. He's cool with that. He thinks it's great, And I'm working together. Well, let me just put it this way. If I were to, not saying that we are doing a Batman project or anything, but I don't need to see pearls in an alleyway again.
Yeah,
is all he said about it, and it's just. And I saw that, and I was like, okay, cool. So when I went in there, I just thought, cool, so I don't have to see, Krypton being destroyed.
Yeah.
His parents sending him off and away. none of that.
Yeah,
It
and
just like all of that, like this many years ago, it's like, oh, so cool. Okay,
so
awesome. Yes.
I think that's a little bit where my disappointment stemmed from, because I was expecting like this epic, like James Gunn to kind of do his version of the origin story, and he absolutely does not.
I
This is
like that.
like a Spider-Man Homecoming movie where it's like you've seen the origin, we're getting into the adventure, and this is early in Superman's career too. The opening of the movie, which by the way is online, it's not listed as the opening of the movie. It's listed as like a movie clip, but it's literally just like the first couple minutes of the movie is online. It's where the robots are talking and Superman's injured and the dog's jumping on. That's literally the beginning of the movie. But just before that, you get this whole text thing, kind of explaining his origin and also explaining that this movie is picking up immediately after Superman's very first defeat. Why is my phone talking to me? Okay. But yes, this is picking up immediately after Superman's very first defeat. And that's one of the things I think this movie does well. So, lots, like, I think Zack Snyder did this especially bad, where it's like Superman's this ungodly figure that nothing can defeat. And it's like, so listen.
Who certainly wasn't an allegory for Jesus.
Jesus, yeah, that's true. But
at all,
I think people need to understand. Okay, Superman, we know he's weak to kryptonite. Everybody knows that one. He is also weak to magic, and he can also get beaten the crap out of by anybody who's stronger than him, which is, granted, not a lot of people, but they do fucking exist. In the DC universe, there are people who can beat the living shit out of Superman.
And Lex is, and as we find out, it was like something that Lex Luthor built. So yes, he is petty and rich enough to do that.
Oh yeah, yeah. What do you think of Nicholas Hoult as Lex, by the way?
Man, he was good.
Yeah, I like
such an asshole. Such an asshole.
Such a rich prick piece of shit entitled douchebag. Yes.
Which I had only hoped that the payoff would be, which is also why by like the first few moments of it, which is why I jumped to the conclusion, like I had said, of flying his ass by the throat out of the atmosphere. Because at that point, no, this is too far even for you.
Yeah.
But I thought he was great. The actress who played his girlfriend, did you notice when
Tessmacher?
Yeah, so the modern day Miss Tessmacher. Yes. But did you happen to catch when they went to the fortress how she's in like a very similar winter coat as Miss Tessmacher? Okay, yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's a nice touch. That's a very nice touch there, James.
Well, I mean, yeah, and it's obviously playing a bit off Superman 2 on that one. Although
it is a little bit.
It's a different visit because I do like how like Lex. And there's also this mystery because like Lex finds where the fortress is, and the fortress buries itself unless it reads Superman's DNA. And then you see Lex go there, and it activates when he shows up, and you're like, okay, that's gonna get resolved at some point, right?
Well,
and of course it
my
does.
First,
but yeah,
my first thought was like, what are you up to?
Yeah. I was like,
what are you up to?
Are you injecting yourself with Superman DNA? What are you doing? That was my first thought, giving himself superpowers or something.
I first thought that, and I was like, no, he's not that crazy.
Yeah, I don't think he would, but
I don't think he would. Like maybe he has some of his blood on him. Yeah, Lex would be that petty.
Has a hair follicle in his
or has some DNA or something. Yeah, something stupid like that. But we both were right and wrong in a way.
Yeah.
Turns out this giant dude in armor that we see who kicked Superman's ass before the movie started. In the end, this is a bit of a spoiler. It's a clone of Supes.
That Lex Luthor made, and he controls. Yeah.
So that is how that gets opened. Oh man. But yeah, this one did look brighter. I really appreciated seeing stuff where it's like, hey, that's in Cleveland. Hey, that's Cincinnati.
Yes. I know they are filming some of this in Cincinnati. Because I remember hearing about that.
Hey, that's Cleveland. Yeah. Hey, that's the ball field in Cleveland. That's cool.
Yeah.
The small theater I was in when it showed Film Ohio, everyone cheered and applauded. I laughed. I thought that was hilarious, but I mean, it was cool to see like stuff from your home state on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
But this movie also does a lot of universe building. It does it solidly well. Like that, it's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel cluttered. All the storylines like flow together. But there's lots of universe building. You get Hawk Girl, Mr. Terrific, and Guy Gardner as. Although they call him Green Lantern in this, he's just a Green Lantern because it's fucking Guy Gardner who's a douchebag. Who's a douchebag in this? But yeah, so it's comic accurate. But yeah,
I mean, but he was great.
Oh yeah, but yeah, they are the Justice Gang, which is, by the way, the perfect name. No need to change it. No notes. Mr. Terrific is easily the coolest one of the bunch. Fun fact: played by the same actor who played Darwin in X-Men First Class. So, he got to actually play a character who was worth something this time, rather than the character who just dies to raise the stakes of the villain, which was frustrating in First Class. But he was great as Mr. Terrific. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No.
Listen, I'm a fan of X-Men First Class, but man,
no, it's nothing. It's not like James Gunn has ever done that to us before.
No.
Not with a Hollywood legend.
But
no, Roker was all about that. He's like, oh fuck yes.
Well, yeah, and I do love how Roker just play. Like, I didn't even notice until the casting. He's Superman robot number 1.
Yes. I did recognize all of them. Like,
I recognize Alan Tudyk fairly quickly.
Oh yeah,
because I was like, that's gotta be Alan Tudyk, and he's the one talking the most, and it's like, oh, that's Alan Tudyk. I love it. Gold star immediately.
And then Mantis, Palma
Clementif,
who I
Clementif? I don't know.
Clementif, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm
sure I'm slaughtering it, but she's a good actress.
She's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll say this: what I had no idea about until like I was watching it, and even sat up in the theater, was like, holy shit! Bradley Cooper as Jor-El.
I know. I had no idea until he popped up. I was like, wait.
Like, I was like looking.
Is that fucking Bradley Cooper?
I was like, that kind of sounds like Bradley Cooper. Then it was like, holy fuck, Bradley Cooper's Jor-El. Mm-hmm. Fuck yes, Bradley Cooper's Jor-El.
Well, that's the thing. So, like, it's a very small role, and I know lots of people are upset because they do kind of change Jor-El here, but I think it does a good job for the story. And I think it's also something that could easily be retconned, considering we were taking Luther's word for what that message actually said. But yeah, so there's this message that Superman plays to soothe himself when he's injured that we see very early in the movie, and it's a message from Jor-El saying essentially, you are our last hope. Go to this planet and be a beacon. Help them, be a light for them. And then Lex Luthor, when he breaks in, he finds the rest of the message, and it's like, go get a harem of women and conquer the planet and spread Krypton's seed all over. And it's like, whoa, shit. We're taking Luthor's word on this, but apparently Jor-El's not the bestest guy here. But I do think, even though Ma and Pa Kent do not get huge amount of screen time, but giving Jor-El that different character than we're used to gives the little bit of screen time Ma and Pa Kent have really time to shine, especially Pa Kent. Like, essentially, you don't have fucking Pa Kent here telling Superman, oh, maybe you should have let that bus full of kids die. Maybe when there's a tornado, just let people die so people don't see it. We don't get that moment here. Thank fucking God. You get this great moment where, like, Superman's dealing with the fact that apparently this is the message Jor-El gave him, and Pa Kent saying, that message doesn't fucking define you. Your actions define you. You're a good man.
Yeah.
You be a good man. And it's like, and then, yeah. It's
if we're gonna compare
perfect.
if we're gonna compare what Superman here does as opposed to Superman here,
Yeah.
I love that Superman over here will fly through like 7 or 8 fucking buildings just to like have like a punchy fight with one other person, while Superman over here takes the time to save a fucking squirrel.
Yes, yes.
That one little thing, I'm like, he fucking is Superman. Like,
well, that's the thing. So, like,
that is
I saw
awesome.
Judge complaining about how difficult all the fights are, and like, so listen, he fights a kaiju here, and literally the only reason why that kaiju is any difficulty for him is because he's fighting the kaiju with no casualties. Giant creature in the middle of Metropolis that can crush buildings, and Superman is fighting him with 0 casualties. That's fucking Superman. That is badass.
That is Superman, yeah.
Yes.
Like, he's fighting a kaiju, but nobody died.
Yeah.
Like,
he is literally doing everything he can to save the people around him, just, and the fucking squirrel.
I mean, if you want to get into like the real world aspects of it, like then we could maybe see like a city planning meeting where there's one guy just losing his ever loving shit because something happens every goddamn week.
Yeah.
And, the damage to the city. That would be funny and, lighthearted and not like boring, like drinking sweet tea or some other really bad thing to say. Like,
well, I mean there's also that great moment where we're about ready to see a kaiju step on the dog, and Superman flies out or catch the foot.
No,
the dog's just barking, and Superman's just like, leave,
go, shoot,
go,
go,
and
of course,
please go.
Yeah, and the dog is just a dog.
Yeah, just barking, just like, I'll get him, Superman. Just like, no, go, just
dude,
run away,
cool.
please.
It's cool, dude. Yeah, like, yeah. I heard one like Shuddy guy say that the humor is just ill placed and bad timing, and it's distracted. And it's like, that was distracted. That's real life. Like,
yeah.
That's a dog.
Man, dogs, animals sometimes do what you want them to do, and sometimes they fucking don't. That's just animals.
Except a cat. A cat does what a cat wants.
True.
Period.
True.
A cat doesn't care.
I can sometimes get this guy to do stuff, but
enjoy it now.
90% of the time, he does whatever he wants. Yeah,
enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Wait until they look at you and just do what you told them not to do. Defiant little fuckers.
Yeah.
But this was great. I kind of like that, but again, like you said with Jarrell, how they could change it, they could go into it more in the next movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, James might put Bradley in there and have him be like a bad guy.
He could be a villain.
Because Bradley Cooper would be good at that.
Yeah. I mean, that might be part of the point of casting Bradley Cooper. Have him play a dick in the next movie.
Yeah,
that could be something. Yeah.
So the part I absolutely loved, it was near the end, and you see Lex trying to get through that portal to the pocket universe he created, which is we'll get into his little site, his pocket universe prison, and how genius of an idea that was. Actually, I really loved that. Let's talk about that.
It's Lex's arrogance does shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, because Mr. Terrific's looking at you made a fucking pocket universe. You could have destroyed the Earth doing that. What the fuck are you doing?
No, even when he's talking about creating, and I went, well, that doesn't seem like a smart idea.
No.
What? No. What?
Yeah.
You're fucking crazy, dude.
Yes.
But it was he was trying to escape to it, and he sees Superman running, and he thinks he can outrun him. Which I was like, oh no, you should have just stayed still, dude. Now it's really gonna hurt.
I do love that because then Superman just plows into him in an instant. It's like,
instantly as you see him start to run, you're like, yeah, I'd be running too.
Yeah. I get what you're going for, but you are trying to outrun Superman in this moment. You're not going to win this.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'd be too. However, boom, yep, and then crash. Yep, there it is. Yeah, at that point, I was like, yeah, you should beat him up a little bit more, but I know he's going to be down for the count for a minute there.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just really hit him good, which we never got in the Christopher Reeve movies.
No.
Which that was kind of why that was a really great payoff.
Mm-hmm.
It took a long time, but man, that payoff was worth it.
True.
So yeah, with this pocket universe, it ends up kind of being sort of a big deal because, as you had stated, Mr. Terrific kind of mentions how horrible of an idea this is, and
yes,
how it could rip the entire Earth and the fabric of reality, and yeah, it does that pretty much all the way through pretty much downtown Cleveland.
But yeah, it does. But
well, that's the lake it was going across. That was definitely the lake.
I cannot stress enough. Like, if you go to watch this, number one, I do recommend this, even though
absolutely.
I was disappointed, but I think when I rewatch this, I'm going to really love it. But I think just going to the theater, do not expect like issue 1. Expect like the big 50th issue event story. You know, the characters are already firmly established. That we have like a universe. So that's part of what this movie does. It's reintroducing us to the universe. It's reintroducing us to elements from the other universe that we're gonna, keep around, but also reestablishing this new universe that already exists.
That's a nice way to say there's a really unforgettable cameo in this movie.
There's actually a couple fun cameos, but yeah,
the Peacemaker one.
Spoilers, but yeah, Peacemaker pops up briefly to give his opinions on Superman. It's like, oh my god,
fucking hilarious!
Yes,
like that got a big laugh out of like the maybe like 20 or so people that were there.
And so I guess that means when Superman is referenced, in Suicide Squad or Peacemaker, they're talking about this Superman and not Henry Cavill, which I'm okay with. Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next. I think it does a good job setting up this universe, and yeah, it pretty much essentially serves up. It does kind of what Thunderbolts does with Fantastic Four. This movie kind of serves us up for Supergirl next, which I know that's either deep in production at this point or in post. But yeah, if it's the same quality as this, I'm excited to see that. And also spoilers again. We find out that Crypto is actually Supergirl's dog, which explains why. Because Crypto is really a disobedient dog in this movie.
Yeah, he's a little shit.
He is. Yeah, he's an adorable dog. Fucking die from in a heartbeat. But he is a little shit.
He is also an adorable little dog too. But he's also a good dog. Very good dog.
But like Superman, like Superman's always complaining about him. It's like, Superman, like you raised him. Why you're partially to blame for why he's a little shit.
You're the reason
and then you find out it's fucking Supergirl's dog, and like he's like, yeah, he's like, God damn it, she doesn't discipline him. It's like, oh god damn it, he's the babysitter. Okay, I get it now.
And they introduced her, and it's just more of like, oh, we're getting a Supergirl movie. Yes.
And Crypto's doing all the shit to her that he does to Superman, except she loves it, and it's like, oh,
there it is. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. And I do get Superman's complaint because I'm like, you gotta discipline your pet a bit better than that. Come on.
Oh, it's just such a good dog.
I think this is.
I think Crypto attacking Lex at the end also was great.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Crypto bashing the crap out. I love that. Yeah.
He bit him in the nuts. It was boom, 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 and it's like, good boy.
So we haven't really dove into it, but like it's fairly early in the movie. I love we haven't even really talked about Lois Lane. I love Lois Lane's interview of Superman because like there's this little bit where we find out that Clark Kent gets all these exclusive internet interviews with Superman. What a shock. How does he arrange that?
Well, we see it in The Office. And at first we're just like, okay, does Lois know? because she's giving him like the fuck look.
Yeah.
So like I'm thinking, does she know? And we've seen the trailers for it, and then like he's there cooking, and then she gets home and I went, oh, it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know. And then all like, okay, but how that went, and you see him, and she did ask him some tough questions.
Yeah. And even though I think Superman's 100% in the right in what he's doing, and I get what he's doing. He's fighting for moral good, which I like that. This is a Superman that is like not afraid to go out there and just do the fucking right thing. Consequences be damned.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. But yeah. But he gets into a contentious interview. Because yeah, there's these two countries that are not Israel and Palestine. They're completely different countries, no relation at all. But yeah, and he is yeah, there's essentially one country that is just like a country of like just kids and old people, just not really, not really a firmly established country, considered kind of backwater. And then there's another country that's planning to invade them that has this all militarized setup and they're allies of the United States. Fortunately, this is a fictional universe, doesn't have any mirrors in reality at all. So completely fictional.
Certainly not
yes.
at all.
But of course, Superman is literally going to the country of our allies and going to the leader and intimidating him, being like, back the fuck off these people. Like they have nothing. And yeah, I just kind of love the fact that Superman at the end of the day, he's just going to do the right thing. He's not going to let shit go down that he thinks is wrong. I like that. I like that's the thing. I like this Superman. Henry Cavill always felt like he was like 5 steps away from being fucking developed. And I feel like every movie, I feel like they were pushing him back further and further, except for maybe Joss Whedon's Justice League, which that has a whole different set of problems.
Mostly Jason Momoa.
There's
I mean, it's not, well, not necessarily canon, but it's the reason we're here. So,
but this feels like Superman. It feels like Lois Lane. It feels like Lex Luthor. It feels like Guy Gardner. It feels like Mr. Terrific.
Fucking Hawk Girl.
Yeah, Hawk Girl.
That was so awesome. Hey, so awesome to see on the big screen. Super down and bashing motherfuckers like going like.
I do wish we got a little bit more cool. Hawk Girl. She's definitely one of the Justice Gang we get the least of, and we get the most of Mr. Terrific. But who is the coolest one in my opinion? Of course, Guy Gardner. Just a dick, but yeah.
I'm sorry, but the middle fingers out of the dirt were just.
Oh, I did love that. I didn't love.
I was like, because I did some homework when I got home from watching it, because I don't know much about Green Lantern. So, like, as far as I was concerned, it was just like, John Stewart and Hal Jordan.
Oh,
never knew of the Guy Gardners, and then like, but there's a lot of them, and so I did some homework, and I read, and I found some like, and I was watching some stuff about Hal and or Guy Gardner. And I saw one of a frame of him doing the same thing of middle fingers coming out of the ground and going, yeah, James saw this one. I was like, this is the guy.
No, this is he's like, I'm going to have well, he already has a Lanterns TV series planned out with John Stewart and Hal Jordan in that. But yeah, I'm sure Guy Gardner will probably get in there at some point.
Oh God, yes, I hope so. I really do.
Yeah,
I saw an animated. I watched this animated Justice League clip today where it had both Hal Jordan and John Stewart on, and they go like, "Well, we have another Lantern, a Guy Gardner, both of them in unison." No, but he's a Lantern. No,
but he has the same powers as you's got.
No, just in unison.
Absolutely not.
No, it wasn't even just a no.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I will say, I think casting Nathan Fillion was good because he does add a bit of charm to it, which that character desperately needs. Because I could see that character just being frustrating, and as is, he's just a funny asshole. which I think is the best way to sell the character.
If there's anyone who could really pull that off,
yeah,
it's Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
And there's people who will see him now like, oh my gosh, this guy's so great. And just going, yeah, I've known that for years.
Yeah.
It's also why I've known Alan Tudyk is like one of our greatest thespians working today.
Yes. So props to the cast of Firefly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, like the same man who did the voice of the little tiny critter in Ice Age.
Yes.
Went to Juilliard.
No, I just love that Alan Tudyk went to Juilliard, and he will take the silliest roles, but just do the best job ever. Like I don't think I've ever seen him do a bad job ever.
Yeah, I was like watching like a best of his roles, like kind of real today, and I completely forgot that he was on Doom Patrol, and he was Mr. Nobody.
Oh yeah, no, he was the villain. He was great.
I'm watching that going, holy fuck, that's right. Oh, and he was so good.
Dude, you want to know something wild? Like one of Joss Whedon's failed series. What a dick that guy is, but like good series. Dollhouse.
Yeah.
He plays one of the main villains in that, and he is just
he was such a dick. Such an asshole.
He's like the psycho in that, and he does it so fucking well. He's like kind of terrifying. It's like, holy shit, I didn't know he had this in his wheelhouse too.
I was waiting for someone to beat his ass.
Oh
just
yeah,
waiting for that.
But yeah.
Also, hey, that was a great show, great series.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's listen. I like all of Joss Whedon's stuff for the most part, and it's frustrating that he is just such a dick. But I
agree.
Yeah. But you know what?
He didn't have
James
any
Gunn
hand
seems
with
like a cooler guy, so
he does, and he does seem like he has like a good handle on the DC wheel.
Oh yeah, I think Marvel. I think was it Chapek or Igar, whoever fired him, made a terrible call firing James Gunn when they did, and DC honestly did the brilliant call picking him up because it's like those Guardian movies. He made Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the motherfucking Galaxy, like C at best class heroes, possibly D. And he made them household names. So, of course, you're going to pick up that guy to help run your universe.
I'll admit, I would have never heard of them. Like, I'd always heard of them, but just couldn't tell you a single character.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I could tell you an odd character or two, but I never read a single issue until that movie. So
I think maybe Star-Lord, maybe Rocket.
Oh, I actually,
it was like somebody had told me about it. It was like a he's pretty much a raccoon that's a pirate. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, meaning like he swears and he drinks. And so I think someone's like, he steals and smokes and swears and drinks. I'm just going, does he talk? He was like, oh yeah. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Like, okay, that's cool. Yeah.
For me, it'd be the green ones. It'd be Drax and Gamora because they were pretty big players in the Infinity Gauntlet crossover.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah. Just Superman. Like I said, don't go in there like me expecting like the new origin story.
No.
This is just like the big event issue. Like it's like Spider-Man Homecoming, but I do think this is actually better than Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh yeah.
It drops you into the middle of the story and just kind of go in there a bit more open-minded than I did, and I think you'll enjoy it. I'm looking forward to watching it again because I think I'm going to really love it the second time. I think it's going to grow on me.
See, I guess
because even being disappointed out of the theater, I was still looking back on it the day since then and going, that was pretty fucking good, wasn't it? Like, just eroding my disappointment and just going, yeah, that is pretty fucking good now. The more I think about it,
yeah. I'll admit, I kind of was a little interested to see how he would do like the Superman growing up, getting used to it. Because I could see James Gunn having some fun.
Yeah,
with a kid hurting himself on a farm, But that would also mean we get a lot more, Ma and Pa Kent. But honestly, what we had of them was just perfect. I read that he had gotten those actors to hang out with some people who actually own farms in the middle of Missouri. Like,
oh, really?
just so that they could have that accent
Mm-hmm.
perfect. And I mean, and
Yeah.
believable. And honestly, yeah, it was very convincing.
Yeah, and neither one of them have huge roles, but they have important roles, and you get them very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Movie does what it needs to get you into the
Yeah,
characters.
I also kind of love that Lois lands in a spaceship on their land. They ask no
Mhm.
questions. They just get him in the house.
Oh, and
Yeah,
another thing I heard the Chuds complaining about is that Pa Kent's alive in this, and it's like, God damn it. I blame the Donner movies for killing him off. And I love that first Donner movie until the end, but it's like there's this tendency, especially in other media, to it's like to Uncle Ben Pa Kent, and in a lot of comic iterations, Pa Kent lives to be a very old man. I mean, we can talk about Dean Cain because he's been a dick about this recently. Pa Kent was literally a regular on his series.
I don't
Yeah.
know because I thought the show was stupid when it came out, and I was a casual Superman fan. I
So
thought the
I watched the
concept
show
of
when
it
it
was
came out.
stupid.
I watched the show when it came out. I liked the dynamic between Lois and Clark. I thought every season got worse and worse. And then, like, I want to say 15 years ago, I got season 1 just to rewatch it, and I could not finish it. And I was just like, oh, God damn it. This is not as good as younger me thought.
No, I remember thinking it was a dumb idea.
Mhm.
And then I had watched the first 2 Superman movies.
Mhm.
And then I really hated that show.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're not Superman. You're a liar, is what you are.
But, well, I mean, Dean Cain has been complaining about the James Gunn's immigrant comment, and that is one of the dumbest things ever. Because it's like,
For coming from Dean Cain, that is fucking hilarious. But
mhm.
not the fact that he played Superman, but we're not going to get into that point. The story of Superman is it can't quite literally be more of a story of an immigrant than anything
Yeah,
else.
he
I
is
mean,
literally an illegal alien. I don't know how else to describe him. That is what he is.
it's yeah, it's kind of like his world got destroyed, so
Mhm.
he came here.
Yeah.
Well, he was sent here by his parents because it was the most like their atmosphere where he could live.
Mhm. But getting upset over that is just, it's getting upset over basic Superman trivia. Um,
It
but
really
like,
is.
But Dean Cain commenting on that is great because they dug up a clip from the old Lois and Clark stuff where immigration services is going after him for because he's an illegal alien. It's like,
Yep,
dude, it was in your fucking series. You knew about it. You knew.
you are full of shit, Dean.
Yes.
Like,
I love that they dug that up. It's like, yes, thank you.
thank you, internet. Thank you. I'm so
But
happy
yeah,
that you served this with the side of spice.
yes.
Like,
I mean, that's how you
oh,
know that, like, that's the thing. So, like, this movie's getting almost universally praised, except by that corner of the internet that is deciding that it is bad. Um,
well, they're just
and
Snyder
yeah,
Bros, man, and
hmm
just they're still review bombing. But
I mean,
I
it's
believe
not
at this point,
100% Snyder Bros. It's also the
oh,
grifter
yeah,
chud sphere,
well,
manosphere
they
crap.
also, yes, they're no, I just there's something I could say about it, but like I don't want to, but
Mhm,
yeah, it's not nice, so I'm not going to say it.
mhm.
um, they just have a strong affliction. Oh yeah, for that director, and they
Yes.
seem to think that he can do no wrong. But there's fanboys of every sort of director in the world like that. You could talk to some Kevin Smith fans, and they could say that the man's never made a bad movie.
As a Kevin Smith fan, I would not say that.
I'm a fan too, and I can name
Yeah.
2 right off the bat that are
Uh,
not great. Yoga Hosers is one of them.
yeah, Yoga Hosers was
I mean,
not
it's a nice,
good.
it's funny.
Um, I'm thinking for me the other one's probably Tusk, and Tusk is
Blasphemy,
wild.
blasphemy.
Well, Tusk, I think the first half is almost kind of brilliant, and the second half is a complete fucking train wreck.
I think it pays a lot of homage to him growing up watching Trauma.
Maybe, but I will say Johnny Depp does that movie no fucking favors, doesn't?
No, he doesn't. And not even enough favors that he returned and reprised the role in Yoga Hosers.
And Yoga Hosers, I at least saw it coming. When he pops up in Tusk, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing, and what the fuck character is he playing? What the fuck is this?
I knew this is here, like, so this is Johnny Depp's cameo.
Mm-hmm. And no, it wasn't a cameo. He's in quite a bit of it.
Yeah, no, I had heard that it was that, and I went, oh, so he's just going to continue to talk like that for the rest of the film.
Cool.
that mustache is rather large and distracting.
Yes.
I mean,
it
showed a different style of comedy for him, but yeah.
Another one I'd probably put in that camp for him would be Jay and Silent Bob reboot, and I wanted to like that one, but ugh.
I liked it for what it was, and I think that he definitely spent more time wanting to write the funniest way that he could do this, and kind of just show that I think he still could, that he still had one more in him.
Yeah,
which I'm also believe like Clerks, that's the one that he had.
Clerks was kind of it.
Yeah,
Clerks
and then he had that episode, I believe, or when this was after this. Yeah, this was after. He had the episode before reboot. Yeah, like a heart attack.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But yeah, no. Clerks 3 was that was the one. Like, yeah, you still got it, Kev.
Yes, he can still do it, and
you still got it, dude.
Ryan O'Halloran and fucking
Jeff Anderson.
God damn, I did not know they were that good at actors. Holy shit.
It's just more of like you two can teach a class on how to play off each other as actors. And Jeff isn't even a professional actor.
No.
That's the funniest thing.
But
the Snyder guys, though, they're obsessive.
Dude.
And
it drives me insane. Well, I remember I had one Snyder guy go after me on Twitter for a tweet where I say, I think Zack Snyder is a talented director, but he's very weak at storytelling, and he needs somebody to help guide him to make a really good movie.
I agree.
I said that. And they were like, it's like, this guy's questioning Zack Snyder. We need to find more dirt on him. And that was literally what they were tweeting out. And I was just like, over that? That you're getting offended? You fucking snowflake motherfucker! You can't even take a nuanced criticism. You can't even take that.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of the jacked up on drinking monsters or rock stars crowd, and like UFC bros, like that type of mentality. And like the guys who have like 300 on repeat because they think it's telling a story of what great men should be, not knowing really what the Spartans really were. But it's okay. That crowd's afraid to open a book, obviously.
And I think I think we now have seen with 2 fucking Rebel Moon movies what Zack Snyder is like, with just nobody to guide him, just doing whatever the fuck he wants. Jesus Christ, those movies were fucking awful.
Oh, they were terrible.
God. Jesus. Yes. Listen, man, I think he's done some questionable stuff before, but I think those 2 movies are by far his worst.
I was talking about it with my boss at work. She's a huge Star Wars fan as well, so we'll talk like Star Wars media sometimes.
Yeah.
And I was telling her about it. I was like, well, it's like, she's like, I've seen it. I mean, it kind of looks Star Wars. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm going to save you the trouble and just tell you, James Snyder presents James Snyder Star Wars, James Snyder, like Zack Snyder. Yeah. And she's just like, oh, God, really? And I'm like, oh, yeah it's...
He has no guardrails. He just does whatever the fuck he wants, and it's atrocious.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty awful. Like, it's bad. It's so bad. I plan to revenge.
Listen, for if you want to give directors random money, I always say give it to the Wachowskis, because they typically make big budget stuff, and it's not always good, but it's always interesting to see what they're coming up with. Don't do that to Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder, no.
Yeah, no, Snyder doesn't deserve that. I can at least. He still loves the slow mo, which is just a choice at that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm just kind of happy that we got a Superman movie that is just true to the actual character of Superman.
This feels like Superman, and that is awesome.
Like it felt like watching him, like, match wits with Lex Luthor. Like, it felt.
And to my understanding, like this is the first kind of movie now that we've set up this new DCU. But the other, I believe James Gunn has said the other stuff that is still canon is pretty much Peacemaker, the Suicide Squad, and Blue Beetle.
Okay.
Which honestly, that's all good by me. I'm good with all that stuff.
More George Lopez. All right. All right. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool with me.
But yeah. I'm excited to see what happens next. This was good.
Yeah, it was.
Books, records, films, these things matter. Call me shallow. It's the fucking truth.